Have you ever traveled to a new location and while you're in that location, you felt unsafe? If you want to know some security tips, stay tuned. Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode of Travel Tip Wednesday. Today's topic, we are going to talk about safety. So I'm gonna actually give you 4 tips on today's episode, how to stay safe. So tip number 1, stay in a known tourist area. Typically, a lot of the major cities around the world has crime issues. And normally in the tourist area, there's a lot of security, a lot of police presence, so it's kind of safe to stay in those areas. If you are a person that do not know the area very well and are traveling just by yourself or with a group of friends that are not known in the area, it's better just to stay in the tourist area where you're actually going to be safe. Like say for example, in Rio de Janeiro, there's a big crime problem in that big city down in Brazil. And if you actually leave the tourist area, a good chance is you might gonna end up in a favela neighborhood. And actually those neighborhoods are very dangerous. If you're not from that neighborhood, chances are you're going to get killed, unfortunately, or hurt, or kidnapped. So it's better to stay safe in a tourist area. Unless if you know someone within that country that knows the area very well, that knows the people, I'll give you the leeway to go with that person, because the person, if it's a local native, actually knows the area, how everything is run, is actually safe to roam other areas. Tip number 2, if you're lost, ask a police for help or for an assistant. This tip is primarily true when you're visiting developing countries or third world countries. But keep an eye open. Some police are actually corrupt, but in general, police will help you, because if you ask a local, chances are the locals are going to send you to a more dangerous area in order to reach your destination, or sometimes they may be crazy enough to send you to the wrong person. That's why it's better to ask a police officer for direction. It depends in which country or city you at. I mean, if you go to a stable country, a rich country, a developed country, you may ask a local, they're gonna help you. There's not gonna be no issue. But if you're actually like in a high crime country, where there's a lot of corruption, crime, etc., just ask the police for help and for direction. Tip number 3, don't travel alone in lonely areas. I mean, you see it on the news all the time where some tourists may get lost or just decide to travel by itself, and a lot of the time doesn't come back well, or either dead or beat up or injured. Don't travel alone in areas you don't know, especially in the nighttime. If you're gonna go out in the nighttime, stay in a group of people. When you travel to a lot of these touristy area, especially in developing countries or third world countries, and sometimes in developed countries, you're gonna run into trouble. So don't travel alone, please. I mean, for your life's sake, just travel in group, be where there's a lot of people. And tip number 4, if you feel threatened, leave the area and go to a safe place. For example, I may be walking in the street. If I feel someone is chasing me, I'm just gonna go to a place where there's a lot of people, hang out there. If I see a police officer, I'll talk to that police officer to see if the police officer will do something, or they'll keep an eyes out for me. And those are the tips for today on how to stay safe. If you have any more suggestions on how to stay safe, you can comment down below. And thank you for watching. Subscribe. Until next time, safe travels.